Now, if you believe the polls, Starmer's approval rating has dropped to 0%. Some even have him as -7. But it's important to note that polling companies don't ask every single person in a country for their opinion. But still, with the majority of the polls, from what I've seen, having him down as a very unpopular person, I think they should be believed. Now, when I was born, the Prime Minister was James Callaghan, and the country was in a bit of a mess, to say the least. And looking into his popularity, I don't think he was as disliked as Keir Starmer. Even his deputy leader, the odious and vulgar Angela Rayner, has a higher popularity rating than him, but only just. And why is that? Well, in just 2 months, the guy has shown us who he really is. And he's just basically one of these muppets who thinks that socialism fixes everything. And it never does. It never has, and it never will. I promise you folks, looking at how he's going about things, by the time he's finished and he's out of office, he will bankrupt the country. And he is quite literally behaving like a Eastern European Soviet bloc dictator who has disdain for their own people. I mean, the locking up of political dissidents, that's just the tip of the iceberg. And the latest, by the way, and as much as I disagree with what's happening, it's just bizarre, is a man who shouted racist abuse at a police dog. Well, he's just been given 2.5 years for that, ladies and gents. And again, the pervert who sent depraved photos of children to BBC newsreader Hugh Edwards got a suspended sentence. I will always repeat that. That is how much of an ass the law is in this country, thanks to Keir Starmer. But yes, I meant it when I said he's going to bankrupt the country. He is giving everyone in the public sector pay rises. Well, nearly everyone anyway. And I've nothing against that. I have nothing against success whatsoever. Let everyone earn as much as they can. Why not? But he's doing it at the expense of the taxpayer. These are taxpayer-funded jobs, and he's giving them huge pay rises. Remember, this is the guy and his government who just removed the winter fuel allowance from pensioners. And yet there's huge pay rises in store for the NHS and the police. And now, because junior doctors had a massive pay rise, the GPs, they want another pay rise, and they'll get it. And that's because Labour want these people in their pocket. It turns out half, if not most, of Keir Starmer's Labour government are in the pocket of the unions. And the last time that happened was the late 70s. And who was the Prime Minister? James Callaghan, who was Labour. Keir Starmer is going to end up giving these union people a lot of power, which means the unions will own Labour, which means they'll want more money, which means Labour can't give it to them because they've given them all the money. And then the country will be back to square one. It'll be the 1970s all over again. And when you talk about it, you get condemned. You get called a racist. And if you're really unlucky, you get sent to jail thanks to Keir Starmer strong-arming authorities to do so. It's like Lucy Brown said on her X account. It's mad living in a country that hates you when you love it and punishes you if you try and save it. Britain is basically in an abusive relationship with its own people. Well, to put a slight correction on that, it's the government, Keir Starmer's government, who is in an abusive relationship with the people. God help us all. And there we go. I'm Paz49. Thanks for watching. Again, if you haven't subscribed, why not? Shame on you. Do it right now. And for those who have, I love you lots. So until the next time, Roger Trout.